Top 20 Project Coordinator Interview and Answers. Welcome to our channel. If you're preparing for a project coordinator interview, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll walk you through the top 20 most commonly asked interview questions, along with expert sample answers, to help you stand out and confidently land your next job. Whether you're a fresh graduate or an experienced coordinator, these answers will give you the edge you need to succeed. So let's dive right into the questions. 1. Can you describe your experience as a project coordinator? I have over 3 years of experience as a project coordinator, supporting cross-functional teams in planning, execution, and delivery of various projects. My role involved creating detailed project plans, tracking timelines, managing resources, and ensuring effective communication among stakeholders. I have worked in both Agile and waterfall environments, supporting software development, marketing, and operations projects. My focus is always on maintaining alignment with project goals, delivering on time, and staying within budget. I also manage project documentation and assist with risk identification, which has helped streamline team coordination and achieve successful project outcomes. 2. How do you prioritize tasks when handling multiple projects? I prioritize tasks based on project deadlines, urgency, and overall impact. I start each day by reviewing project timelines and adjusting my to-do list accordingly. I use tools like Trello or Asana to organize tasks and assign priority levels. I also communicate with team members and stakeholders regularly to understand shifting priorities. When conflicts arise, I assess which tasks are critical path items and address them first. By staying organized, anticipating needs, and managing time effectively, I ensure that all projects move forward smoothly without compromising on quality or timelines. 3. What project management tools are you proficient in using? I am proficient in using a variety of project management tools, including Microsoft Project, Asana, Trello, Monday.com, and Jira. I use these tools to create project plans, assign tasks, set deadlines, and monitor progress. For communication and collaboration, I frequently use Microsoft Teams, Slack, and Zoom. I also utilize Excel for reporting and data analysis. These tools help me maintain transparency, keep stakeholders informed, and ensure the project stays on track. I'm quick to adapt to new platforms and always aim to select the right tool for each project's needs. 4. How do you ensure a project stays on schedule and within budget? I start by creating a realistic project timeline and budget, then break down tasks with clear deadlines and resource estimates. I closely monitor the project's progress using tracking tools and hold regular check-ins with team members. If I detect delays or cost overruns, I proactively adjust schedules, reallocate resources, or escalate issues to the project manager. I also use risk management techniques to anticipate potential roadblocks. Frequent communication with stakeholders helps me keep expectations aligned. This proactive and transparent approach has consistently helped me deliver projects on time and within budget. 5. How do you handle delays or unexpected changes in a project? When faced with delays or changes, I first assess the impact on the overall timeline and objectives. I immediately communicate with relevant stakeholders to discuss alternatives and adjust expectations. I then update the project plan and redistribute tasks or resources if needed. My focus is always on minimizing disruption and keeping the project aligned with its goals. I also document all changes to maintain transparency and accountability. Learning from each delay helps me improve future project planning and risk mitigation strategies, ensuring smoother execution over time. 6. Describe a time when you managed a conflict within a project team. In one project, a disagreement arose between 2 team members over task responsibilities. I arranged a private meeting with both individuals to understand their perspectives and identify the root of the issue. I facilitated a respectful discussion, helping them see each other's workload and constraints. We collaboratively reallocated responsibilities to balance the workload and clarified role expectations moving forward. The conflict was resolved without escalation, and team morale improved. This experience taught me the importance of active listening, mediation, and creating a collaborative work environment. 7. What methods do you use to track project progress and performance? I use a combination of Gantt charts, dashboards, and key performance indicators, KPIs, to track progress and performance. I rely on tools like MS Project or Jira to monitor task completion, deadlines, and dependencies. Weekly progress meetings help assess team performance and address any roadblocks. I also track budget versus actual spend and resource utilization. Regular status reports are shared with stakeholders to ensure visibility and alignment. These methods ensure I stay informed about project health and can quickly act if adjustments are needed. 8. How do you ensure effective communication among project stakeholders? I establish a communication plan at the start of each project, defining how updates will be shared and how often. I use emails, status reports, virtual meetings, and collaboration platforms like Microsoft Teams to keep everyone informed. I tailor the communication style and frequency based on stakeholder preferences. Some prefer brief summaries while others need detailed updates. I also make sure that any decisions or changes are documented and circulated promptly. Open, consistent, and transparent communication helps build trust and ensures everyone remains aligned throughout the project lifecycle. 9. What strategies do you use to manage project documentation? I use centralized document repositories like SharePoint or Google Drive to store and organize project documents. I maintain a clear folder structure with standardized naming conventions for easy access. All project documents, including scope statements, timelines, status reports, meeting minutes, and change logs, are updated regularly. I also implement version control to avoid confusion. Clear documentation ensures transparency, facilitates onboarding new team members, and supports future audits or project reviews. Properly managed documentation enhances project consistency and helps teams stay aligned and informed. 10. How do you manage risk in a project? I begin with a risk assessment during the planning phase, identifying potential risks using tools like a risk register. I categorize risks by likelihood and impact, then develop mitigation and contingency plans for high-priority items. Throughout the project, I review risks regularly during team meetings and update the register as needed. I also encourage team members to report new risks early. Effective communication with stakeholders ensures everyone understands potential threats and response plans. This structured approach allows for proactive handling of risks and helps maintain project stability. 11. Can you describe a project that failed and what you learned from it? In a previous role, a marketing project I coordinated failed to meet its launch deadline due to underestimated resource needs and poor stakeholder alignment. We lacked a clear change control process, and frequent scope changes caused confusion. I learned the importance of thorough planning, stakeholder communication, and risk identification. Afterward, I implemented a formal change management process and improved my coordination methods. This experience reinforced that failure can be a valuable learning opportunity and highlighted the importance of strong planning, communication, and proactive risk management in future projects. 12. How do you ensure all team members are aligned with project goals? At the project's kickoff, I clearly communicate goals, deliverables, timelines, and individual responsibilities to the entire team. I ensure everyone understands how their role contributes to the project's success. Regular team meetings and status updates keep communication flowing, allowing us to identify misalignments early. I also share visual roadmaps and progress dashboards to maintain transparency. If confusion arises, I clarify roles and expectations immediately. By creating an inclusive, informed environment, I help team members stay focused, engaged, and aligned with project goals throughout the lifecycle. 13. What's your experience with budgeting and resource allocation? I've assisted in preparing and managing project budgets, tracking expenditures, and identifying cost-saving opportunities. I use tools like Excel and project management software to monitor spending against the approved budget. I work with finance teams to forecast costs and ensure timely procurement of resources. For resource allocation, I assess workload distribution and team capacity, ensuring no one is over or underutilized. I also flag potential shortages early and adjust allocations when priorities shift. These practices help avoid overspending and ensure projects are adequately resourced for timely completion. 14. How do you support a project manager in achieving objectives? I support the project manager by handling day-to-day coordination tasks such as scheduling meetings, updating project trackers, preparing status reports, and following up on deliverables. I manage communication among team members, ensure documentation is up to date, and help identify risks and dependencies. I also track KPIs and flag issues that may affect progress. By managing operational details, I free up the project manager to focus on high-level strategy and stakeholder management. My proactive and organized approach ensures smoother execution and supports successful project delivery. 15. What's your approach to preparing project status reports? I prepare status reports by gathering data on task progress, budget usage, milestone completion, and risk status from project management tools and team updates. I summarize key achievements, upcoming activities, issues, and any required decisions. I tailor the level of detail depending on the audience. Executive stakeholders get concise overviews, while team leads receive more granular data. Reports are shared weekly or bi-weekly, depending on the project's pace. This consistent reporting keeps stakeholders informed, builds trust, and ensures early visibility into potential problems. 16. Have you worked with cross-functional teams? How did you manage collaboration? Yes, I regularly work with cross-functional teams including developers, designers, marketers, and operations staff. To manage collaboration, I set clear expectations at the start, ensure responsibilities are well-defined, and promote open communication through regular check-ins and shared tools like Teams or Slack. I create a culture of transparency and encourage knowledge sharing. When challenges arise, I act as a neutral point of contact to resolve misunderstandings quickly. Coordinating diverse teams requires empathy, flexibility, and structure, all of which I bring to every project. 17. How do you handle tight deadlines or high-pressure situations? Under tight deadlines, I stay calm and organized. I break down work into smaller tasks, prioritize critical items, and delegate responsibilities effectively. I communicate clearly with the team, set realistic expectations, and provide regular updates to stakeholders. If necessary, I reallocate resources or propose deadline adjustments with solid justifications. I avoid burnout by encouraging teamwork and maintaining morale. High-pressure situations are opportunities to demonstrate leadership and resilience, and my focus remains on delivering quality results without compromising standards. 18. What steps do you take during a project's initiation phase? During initiation, I collaborate with stakeholders to understand the project scope, objectives, and deliverables. I assist in developing the project charter, identifying stakeholders, and outlining preliminary budgets and timelines. I also help conduct a feasibility analysis and identify potential risks. Setting up the right tools, communication plans, and document repositories is also part of this phase. By laying a solid foundation through thorough planning and stakeholder engagement, I help ensure the project gets off to a successful and organized start. 19. How do you close out a project and evaluate its success? I start project closure by confirming all deliverables have been completed and approved. I gather feedback from stakeholders and team members to evaluate what went well and what could be improved. I conduct a post-project review or lessons learned session, document findings, and update internal knowledge bases. I also ensure final payments, sign-offs, and documentation are completed. Success is measured against objectives, timelines, budget, and stakeholder satisfaction. A proper closeout ensures knowledge transfer and continuous improvement for future projects. 20. Why do you want to work as a project coordinator at our company? I'm impressed by your company's innovative approach and collaborative culture, which align well with my own values and professional goals. I enjoy coordinating diverse teams and helping deliver impactful results. And I believe your projects offer meaningful challenges that match my skill set. I'm particularly drawn to your focus on continuous improvement and cross-functional teamwork. I see this role as a great opportunity to contribute to your success while also growing professionally. I'm excited about the potential to support your projects and make a positive impact. Thanks for watching. We hope these project coordinator interview questions and answers helped you feel more confident and prepared. If you found this video useful, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more job interview tips and career guidance. Let us know in the comments which question you found most helpful, or if there's another role you'd like us to cover next. Good luck with your interview,